Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulullah. This is not a difficult case, but it was an unusual case because we do have people with various zakatable problems, but this particular case was a case of trafficking, which we rarely come across. This is a case of a young lady who was taken over by her uncle and aunt under the guise of being to be educated and looked after. And she was unfortunately found that she came here and had to do all the housework and was trafficked against her will without any payment whatsoever, whatever it was, and completely contrary to what the uncle and aunt had promised her when they brought her over to the country. This is going on for some time, and she could not take it anymore, and she had managed to get out of the house and complain to the police about her case. But unfortunately, the uncle and aunts managed to trace her and somehow or other got her to retract her statement. She was also, in this particular case, poor thing, was actually on the wrong side of the law because, they were wondering what was happening. She went back to the uncle for a very short time, but she managed to escape again. And this time she was, of course, found that she had nobody to help her because she was in every aspect where she left all her belongings. She had no way of proving, or no money, nothing. And some way or other she managed to get in touch with us at the National Zakat Foundation. I picked up her case, and when I spoke to her at that particular time, she had, with her luck, managed to get some friend she knew who was helping her to stay. But she had no clothes, she needed money for subsistence, etc. We looked at the case and finally we supported her, and we kept on supporting her for some time. In this particular case, the support was only for her food, clothing, and for whatever, travels and things like that. Just recently, she was very fortunate that her uncle had come over from to Sweden and had managed to get in touch with her and has taken her to Sweden, and she was so happy. She actually wrote an email to us thanking us for all the help because we helped her over for several months. And alhamdulillah, the case ended very well, and she was one of the very grateful applicants who actually wrote a very nice email thanking myself and all the NZ staff who were helping her. I think obviously these people are lonely, they're helpless. Another thing which I tend to do with my applicants is also try and do some dawah with them and tell them that not to forget that actually we have Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala all the time with us, and to seek Allah's help and to recite the Quran, to do zikr, to dua, salah and things. But she did actually, she was feeling lonely and she didn't have much support. Obviously, she was in a different country, completely, different from, I think she had come from Indonesia. So the poor thing was going through a depression and loneliness. So, this is one aspect, plus of course the whole aspect of having no money for all the basic needs. This is something which actually, alhamdulillah, we managed to help her through during the time until she managed to resolve her problem. But it makes you realize, subhanallah, first of all, one is thankful to Allah for all the ni'mah Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us. I have been here since September 2013. You see various cases with different types of difficulty. So you never knew that people do have these type of problems because we are all in our comfort zones, and alhamdulillah, with Allah's grace, we are all okay. And when you come across these cases, it reminds you of how vulnerable one is, and with a couple of moves in life, you can be really in the street and destitute, homeless. So this makes you thank Allah for what you have. And again, this also makes you, alhamdulillah, want to help these people, you empathize with them. You try and not get into any you can easily fall into a depression if you try and go deep into these cases, but you try and look at their cases, how you can help these people and sort their problem out and empathize with their difficulties. And alhamdulillah, this is something which we do for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's sake, and it's very satisfying from that point of view.